A local college student is making a change in the world of teaching by helping offer an animal-free method for learning.
I still have some trepidation about having to do that when I was in school.
I can smell it.
Yep. Courtney standing by getting a look at the new educational tool. I'm pretty excited about this.
Yeah, and the fact that you guys are still remembering things that happened decades ago means that it imprinted on your life, right? So so that's the whole point. That's why we're talking to these ladies. So we've got Sienna Roth, who is a college student now, but she did some fantastic things when she was in high school. Matter of fact, she is a Hero to Animals awardee. And then we've got Samantha Crow, who is with PETA's Associate Director of Science Education. Good morning to you both.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so
excited.
I want to talk about not the elephant in the room, but the frog on the table.
Absolutely.
This is Kind Frog, right? And this is an alternative to dissection when it comes to science classes, right?
Right, that's right. Yeah, this is an anatomically correct silicone model of a frog.
Okay.
So it's dissectable. All of the organs are inside, just like, you know, a preserved frog, but without the formaldehyde, without the killing of the frogs, importantly, and it's educationally superior to dissecting animals.
Okay, so now I want to bring this up. The National Science Teaching Association, they have some groups that are opposing the regulations, and we'll talk about the regulations just a second, that would eliminate an educator's decision-making role-making decision regarding dissection, or would deny students the opportunity to learn through actual animal dissection. And they say that it affects the student's ability to learn if they're not able to do it on an actual animal. So, but the legislation that you're proposing, and Kind Frog says what?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I understand their position, and they are right. Educators are in the best position to decide, you know, what is right to use in their classroom. However, teachers also have the responsibility to choose trauma-free, social emotional learning, educational tools to teach their students kindness, you know, in the classroom. And they're required to teach students about animals, but not, you know, in that way, right? Like not, you know, animal dissection, certainly not required.
So we'll show how this works in just one second. But Sienna, I want to check in with you because, again, you were in high school. Did you just kind of decide, you know what, I really don't want to cut the frog?
Yeah, so it definitely goes against everything that I believe in, and I did have some pushback originally from my teacher and from some of the administrators in my school, but I'm actually kind of glad that it happened because I was able to connect with PETA, and now I'm able to be kind of a voice for the animals and for other students like me. So.
You're never too young to stand up for what you believe in, right? Okay, so I do want to see, how does Kind Frog work?
Yes. Okay. So let's do a dissection.
Okay.
Would you like to?
Sure.
Would you like to dissect?
Let's do it.
Okay. So first step is we'll grab you a scalpel. Now these are exceedingly sharp. So I usually, Sienna, would you like to dissect?
Sure.
So I usually just, you know, flip this guy over.
Okay.
So the first thing you'll do is do an incision, just kind of a solid poke right here underneath the throat, just to get all the way through that first layer of skin and tissue and muscle. Okay. Then following, you can pull that scalpel back out, and you can just use your scissors and cut straight down the midline, and that'll open up the body cavity. And Sienna's going to kind of cut it all the way so that, you know, more for demo purposes, so we can really see what's in there. But yeah, so this is a one-to-one replacement for frog dissection.
Okay.
You know, as I said, it's formaldehyde free, and you know, students don't have to wait to use this. This is currently, you know, in schools throughout the U.S. and in California.
Okay.
Teachers are using it, students are using it. They absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And a study, importantly, I do want to mention that, you know, a study published in 2022, like comparing student learning outcomes, showed that overwhelmingly students who used animal-free methods did better than their peers who dissected animals. Also, animal dissection is not used in medical school. So incoming students are not expected to have experience with animal dissection or, you know, required to do that. It's not in the curricula in California, right? There's so many, you know, reasons to not dissect animals. And, you know, and really students don't enjoy this experience, you know. Teachers have that responsibility to choose kind and efficacious methods for the classroom, but they certainly don't need to kill animals to do so.
And so the idea with this demonstration is that you can still learn, that students can still learn, how the body works, what's inside, those kinds of things.
Yep.
If you're going into medical school, as you mentioned, they don't actually do the dissection, but if you are going into this for a career and you do need to do surgeries and save lives and things, that's on a different level and it doesn't require the use of animals.
Simulations, that's right, high quality. There's mannequins, that are like, living, breathing, bleeding human, bodies essentially, and also there are human cadavers. That's, that is still used, but it's not, it's not, needed. You don't have to dissect animals to learn about the human body, right?
Interesting. All right, well, we're going to link all the details, first of all, for Kind Frog, to our website, gooddaysacramento.com, under show info and today's date. Hello, Kermit. And then also more information if you just want to get some information about PETA. PETA 2 is set up specifically for young people, and we'll link all that information to our website as well. The idea is just to give options in education.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, back to you.